Hey guys, this is just a real short and sweet video to show you a couple solutions for a couple pretty annoying squeaks and rattles that you may or may not have yet on your Generation 3 13 and up Yamaha FJR1300. Now the first is a squeak and a ticking noise, particularly if you have a larger than normal windscreen on, although the stock will move around too. And you might not be able to pinpoint it until you do this with the windscreen and realize that's the sound you're hearing. Now, interestingly enough, the cause is this little part here, this cover that goes over the mechanism. And also interestingly enough, I never had the problem with the stock parts that came with the bike, but I had that U-turn crash and I had to replace these covers. The replacement, they're still Yamaha brand new OEM parts, but they're not quite the same. They're just a little bit different dimension. These don't seem to be as curved quite as much as these, so there's a little bit of a gap to the windscreen. And underneath here, let's see if I can show it to you, is basically a little tab. Let me try to focus. See that little bit hanging down right there near the top? That's this piece right here. And this is what contacts the windscreen. The edges don't contact. So what you have is this just barely sticking out. And the finish was just a little bit different. This is just a little bit more soft. So it never made a sound rubbing up against the windscreen. But the new replacements, they did. So all I had to do is take a little bit of sandpaper and just gently scrape this edge. Come on, focus. Camera's not cooperating today. I gently scrape this edge, and that's it. Totally cured it. Now there's no sound. It still moves, but there's no sound. The other little annoying squeak is between 2,500 and 3,000 RPM, there is just a little bit more vibration coming from the engine, totally natural, and it does vibrate things. I found one squeak and rattle underneath here, one that was underneath this cover here, so I fixed those. I put little pieces of soft Velcro in there to kind of shim it. This here is a misfit between the parts. This plastic piece that wraps under here, it's part of this panel here. It's simply a poor design. Every single Gen 3 FJR I've seen has this popped out. You can put it back into place, and as soon as you roll 10 feet, it just pops back out. All right, so put a little piece of Velcro in there to kind of shim that, and that stops that from vibrating. What I found is these pieces here make a really annoying buzzing sound. So all you have to do is loosen up your two bolts here in the corner, wiggle the parts around, tighten them back down. You'll probably have to do it periodically, but that solves it for me. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up. We'll see you next time.